Hey guys, Jess here. I'm creating this little video because I want to share something with you guys. For the Plexus world, for the people who have been here for a hot minute, I would say if you've been over here, if you've been in the Plexus world for since maybe 2020 for a few years, okay, the industry has been crazy, right? We've seen it go, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's network marketing, right? That's this industry. And I want to talk to somebody who feels stuck, somebody who feels like they just can't get past where they've been at for a while. I want to share a little bit of my story and what recently has been changing. So, if you guys don't know, I'm a Sapphire ambassador with Plexus. I've been here, it'll be 11 years this month in November. Easy. I still can't believe it's been 11 years. I started this business while I was working two jobs and before I had kids. Now I have two kids. They have literally grown with me. I've been raising babies in this business together. Okay. It's a journey. It really is. And there's never, ever going to be the perfect time to start this business or work this business. There's going to be life that happens the entire way. The thing for me, when I started this, I knew this was going to be forever. I knew this was going to be the answer as to what keeps me home, what pays for my everything, what brings in my income, because me and my husband are a team. We work together and we depend on each other. We're not, he does 10 or he does 90 and I do 10. It is 50-50. That's how our marriage works. Okay. Sometimes we give, sometimes we take. We're always there. We're always balancing each other out. And I knew I was going to do this. So I just decided not to have a safety net. I decided I wasn't, and y'all have a degree and everything. Okay. I can go and actually work somewhere, but I enjoy this business. I enjoy this model. I love working this business and it's so much fun for me. And I wanted to share some things because back in 2020, I went Sapphire and Emerald and Sapphire within 2 months. It was crazy. It was so much fun. And then there's a lot of things that people, Jules won't actually talk about, be vulnerable to talk about. And I want to be vulnerable for a minute and I want to share something. So when you're winning, it's easy, right? It's easy to show up. It's fun to show up. Your excitement is crazy and you're just like, whoa, like everything aligns, the fireworks, just everything is going, right? And then something happens. So I want to share a little bit about that. Back in 2020, when Emerald and Sapphire, and my paychecks were incredible. We just moved to our house. It was literally like everything I dreamed of. Everything happened. And then the world changed a little bit, right? And it got tough. And my points slipped. And I haven't hit Sapphire again. Some of you are probably like, ooh. And that happens. I've never lost Emerald. For some of you who are like, what in the world does that mean? It just means that you kind of just go down in your points, which affects your like paycheck and that kind of stuff. And I'm super proud of that. I'm super proud of never losing Emerald, and I'm grateful for that. But the last 5 years, almost 6 years, but mostly now I'm starting to get my feet back, right? So the last 5 years, I was in a rebuilding phase. It takes many, many years. It can take you, like, we went crazy in 1 year, but the fall down of how fast it can go up and how quick it can go down can be a little scary. And I'm not saying that to scare you to not do this business. I'm saying that because it's the truth and the reality of it. So, what are the things that you can do that I've been doing that can help with that? So, recently, in the last year, I have been working so hard to create new leaders. People come and go in this business. That's the reality of it. And that's okay. I've lost really good friends who literally won't talk to me anymore, even when they were very successful in this business. No reason. There's nothing that happened. It was just they decided to make it weird and not talk. And that's okay. But again, that's the reality of this business. And you just never know. You never see it coming. You never know that's going to happen. It just happens. But in the last year, I have been rebuilding new legs. And I want to tell you guys that I have learned a lot because when you start to see failure, you can have little things pop up in your mind and little voices, and they say, am I worthy? Was this this wasn't going to last forever. You know, the things that when you first start this business, people tell you like, oh, it's a pyramid scheme. It's not going to last. It's not forever. And you allow those things to creep into your head. Am I worthy of that? Am I not good enough? Am I not doing enough? Am I doing too much? Should I quit? Have I been in this long enough? Is this for me? You know, all the things. Those things started creeping in. And if anybody knows me, knows that I am a plexus lifer forever. I'm not going anywhere. I will always be here. I just thought that maybe I was tapped out and I was going to sit at emerald points and sit here for a really long time or forever. And recently that changed. And what has changed? There is not a secret message. There's not a secret schedule. There's not any secret to other than, you guys are going to hate this, other than staying consistent and finding the right people. That's literally what it is. So for a few years, I just kept seeing my points go down and down and down and down, and people leaving and people not wanting to do this. And I just thought, it's me. It's me, isn't it? It's me. And it hurts. It really does. And it will do something to your mental health. But you have to be bigger. And you have to listen to the things that encourage you and motivate you and keep you disciplined rather than allowing those voices to win that allow, you know, the negative thoughts and the doubt and all the things that creep in. So recently I have created last month specifically, I created a whole new gold leg and a ruby leg. And it's been absolutely incredible because I'm seeing these new up and coming leaders. And for the longest time, I kept begging people to do the things. And I want to share with you what it takes to build new leaders, because at the end of the day, you can get to a certain point by yourself, but you won't go all the way. You can get to gold by yourself, but you won't go past that by yourself, and you won't maintain it by yourself. You can't. You can try. You can try. Trust me. Ask me how I know. But you have to do things to create leaders. You don't find leaders, you create them. It takes time and patience, consistency, and showing up in a way that is different. You have to be a high energy, a high level person. Now, listen, some of you are like, oh my gosh, that sounds like exhausting. Oh my God, I have to do this and that. No, not it. You're not just this one type of person. It happens according to how you want it to look. For me, it's having higher standards and showing up in a way that doesn't look sloppy. And other than my hair, it's always a mess. So that's curly hair for you. But I want to show you, I wrote down some things that I have come to realize, like when I created these new leaders, it was creating another level of friendship. It wasn't hoping people would do this. It wasn't posting something and saying, I hope somebody joins me. No, no, it's not just posting every single day for 4 years straight and hoping people join you and hoping people message you and hoping people come to you. No, posting and praying ain't the technique. It don't work. Posting and showing up and making sure that your Plexus store is open is crucial, but it's not the only answer. Consistency, I will always say, is the number one thing for me that I continue to show up through all of the seasons. But it takes you going to the next level to get to the next level. You have to be coachable. You have to be able to take criticism. If you are somebody who is posting, oh my God, I'm waking up in the morning and I'm so tired. Do you really think somebody wants to listen to you sell an energy drink when you're doing that in your stories? Mm-mm. What if you get on Facebook, social media, and your stories, whatever, and you're negative, complaining about something? I don't want to join you. And I'm not saying that you can't talk about your problems, but the way that you show up matters. We can pick and choose what we put in our stories and on our posts and on our social media. We can pick and choose to be the bigger person and not be the problem, not be the problem. And you have to grow. You have to listen to podcasts. You have to listen to trainings. You have to grow. You have to get uncomfortable. You have to become a different type of person. I was talking to somebody the other day and I was saying, you know, watching people transform into something that this allows them to be is the best part of this, being able to see mom stay home, but the person they become in the process of this is, I can't describe it. It's remarkable, honestly. And until you become a person who is disciplined enough, who can tune out the negativity, and like that's what it's all about. Just becoming a different version of yourself. Because when I first started this, I was a mess. Okay. I may have looked happy and all that, but I was not a disciplined person whatsoever. Creating leaders is essential to grow in this business. You cannot do this alone. Number one, why would you want to? That's boring. Number two, it's working smarter, not harder. But honestly, the business model, you have to create leaders. And creating leaders means you make a fun friendship. So my one friend, Izzy, she went Ruby last month. And she has been the most coachable person I've ever worked with. If I tell her, and I'm not me being bossy, but I'm saying, here's some suggestions, she just does it. She doesn't complain about it. Hey, you need to learn about this. She takes the initiative to just do it herself. I don't have to drag her along. I don't have to put her in a chat to be like, hey, let's do this every single day. I don't have to tell her what to do. She just wants to do it because she wants to do it. If they want to, they will. If they want to, they will. Find the people who want to, not the people you have to beg to show up to a training, not the ones that you have to remind them every single week that there is a team training when it's already said everywhere. Find the people who are just as excited as you about this business. And if you're not excited about this business, you need to revisit your why. You need to revisit why you love this. And maybe if you're not excited, that's okay. Maybe you don't want to be a Joel. Maybe you don't want those things, and that's okay. But whatever your goals are, get there and stay there. And this is to hopefully help you get there in a way that is sustainable and not burn out. Okay, because this business is not supposed to burn you out. It should not burn you out if you do it correctly. Okay, the right way, which is building leaders and building excitement and building friendship and community and doing this. Okay. Another thing is systems. If you don't have a system, which we do, if you were on my team, we have a system that works. And if you're not utilizing that system, what are you doing? So we have the systems in place. And if you're not using it, you're doing yourself a disservice, your team a disservice. They're not seeing what is available here. And y'all, listen, this business, there is nothing in this world that could, unless I win the lottery, and I don't play the lottery to win it because I'm not wasting my money on it. But this business allows me to stay home making six figures with my kids, to go to the gym every day, go to the grocery store every day, and be present. This is the most fulfilling job I could ever ask for. And that's why I love it so much. And it creates generational wealth and it keeps going. But in order to get to this point, you have to be coachable. You have to be willing to grow. You have to create other leaders. And it's amazing to know that the things that I have been preaching is finally paying off. And I've learned that I've been pouring into the people who aren't those things. But if you find the right people who are coachable and willing to do the things with you and that want to, gosh, amazing things can happen. So many amazing things. Be the person that you want to join. Personally, for me, I don't want to listen to somebody who's going to bitch and complain about every little thing. If they have a dark cloud over their head every single day, I don't want to listen to that. I don't want to join that person. Be the person that when you go to have a conversation, you're excited to talk to them about it. I hope and pray that every single day when somebody messages me, they know they're going to get a funny voice message and I brighten their day. And that's what I want for other people. So hopefully you took something from this, but understand that this business requires you to build leaders and do this with people who want to do this with you and not begging people. This is so much fun and you can change your life if you're willing to stick with it. Don't quit in a hard day. People come and go. Who cares? Move on to the next person. Maybe that's harsh, but that's the reality of it. Become so disciplined in not allowing your emotions to take over in this business that anybody could literally try and knock you down, but it's not going to happen because you can say all day long what you want about Plexus or this business or whatever it is, my lifestyle. You can't hurt my feelings. I'm from a small town and everybody knows what I'm doing. So you have to truly have the I don't give a fuck mentality. And the sooner that you learn that nobody else's opinion pays for your bills is the sooner that you're going to find a lot more happiness. I hope this was helpful. Please be coachable. Please grow. Please become the leader that you want to become, that you want to be, and that you would join, and stick with this. Please grow, grow. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for listening.